right, the Golfing Dads are here live at the PGA Show. We are here with FlightScope with Jordan to talk about their new lineup and what they got showing us here today.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming. Really happy to see you here. Yeah, we've had a very successful start to the PGA Show. We got some new products and software offerings that we're ready to showcase that's going to be coming out this year that I think is really going to be very beneficial to not only the average golfer, but the high-level golfer as far as like our PGA, LPGA Tour players. So on the table that we see this unit here that's charging up, that's our FlightScope Mevo Gen 2. Came out in August, and it has been very successful for us. Indoor and outdoor product out of the box comes with 20 data parameters with the ability to add on face, impact, location, and pro package. So out of the box, 20 data parameters with 8 courses from E6 Connect that you can use on your iOS or your PC. It's $12.99. If you fully unlock it with all the data and face impact location, you're looking at $2,200. Indoor, outdoor use, you can take it with you to the range, the chipping area, to the course, putting green. It does it all, which is a very good price point with all the data that you get with it.
So I can just pull this out of my bag at the driving range, and for, what did you say, $1,200?
For $12.99 with 20 data parameters, yeah.
And I can just get the basic parameters that can help me with my game.
Carry, watch, spin, angle of attack, you're ready to go right out of the box.
And then if I want like face...
If you want the club data, that comes with our pro package. And then if you want face impact location, where you hit it on the club face without the need for any stickers or spray, you get that fully unlocked for just under $2,200.
And let me ask you this to follow up on that, because a lot of these devices, competitors, there's a monthly service fee that goes along with that. And I know the answer to this, but I want you to tell everybody. I want you to tell everybody, is there a monthly service fee outside?
There is no monthly or yearly service fee in order to use our products. You know, we pride ourselves in, you know, if you want to add on pro package face impact, it's a one-time add-on. After that, no yearly or monthly fee in order to access the data.
And that's huge because, I mean, when you think about that cost and over time, you're like, okay, that just could get crazy and out of hand. You guys package it all in, bundle it all up for the best data in the industry.
Correct.
Like, it's incredible. So,
you know, a lot of people will start out at a low barrier to entry, but over a 5-year period, you've already doubled or tripled that initial investment. So at that time, it's really not worth the investment. Whereas we say, you know, all the software enhancements, all the upgrades, they're going to be free with the unit. So it really, really pans out.
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
Not only is it the lifetime that you have it, but then the upgrades and everything that you have in the future, you just download and it's ready to go.
100%. Yeah. And we got a lot of software enhancements coming, but what you see on the screen is actually the data is coming from our new range unit, the FlightScope Range Gen 2.
Okay.
So this is more for our outdoor range solutions with multiple bays or our indoor commercial setups with multiple bays. What's interesting about this product is there is no internal battery in the unit. It's power over Ethernet. So, you know, a lot of these range solutions have these big servers that they power all these different bays. Well, you would just power over Ethernet from those servers into the unit to get the data. If you're indoors, you would just use like a power over Ethernet dongle to run it from your PC to the device, and that's how you get connected. It stays, you know, powered on. This range solution, it's coming out June or July of this year. We're still going through what features will be available with it.
Okay.
But as of right now, 20 data parameters out of the box, 8 courses from E6 Connect with the ability to add on face impact location pro package. But right now, just standard out of the box, $16.99.
Okay, so this is for your kind of everyday golfer that wants more of that data, and this is for more of that pro and range that wants to have almost a bay of stuff.
Correct.
Let's ask this question as you talk about that. So let's say I don't have the space or the money to put one of these in, but if you have an in-home simulator, which model would you recommend that they buy on that one?
So indoor model for the simulator, we recommend the Mevo Gen 2. You know, we get asked this a lot, you know, what's the indoor space requirements? We recommend a minimum of 16 feet of total length. So 8 feet from where the unit's placed to the hitting area, 8 feet from the hitting area to the screen. If you got super fast swing speeds and ball speeds like 175, 70 plus, we recommend a little bit more distance from the hitting area to the net or screen. We recommend 10 feet. But for indoor use, we have 2 different options to where you would select for golf ball usage. We have a standard golf ball selection, so you can use any type of golf ball you want. But every new unit comes with a pack of these aluminum stickers. So I'll just show you. If you'll grab one of these, let's say, for instance, this is a, just standard golf ball. You would place a dot on the golf ball and turn that dot toward the screen it hit. This is just for more accurate spin rates when there's nets or screens involved at a shorter distance. Or you can use the Titleist RCT golf balls. There's a setting to where you just click on the golf ball type. RCT golf balls, you just plop and hit. It's that easy.
So is the technology a radar technology?
Yes. So so we use this technology called fusion tracking, which is a combination of 3D Doppler radar and 3D image processing synchronization, where it's the best of both worlds for radar and camera based. So it's just a more accurate way of measuring the data from your golf ball when you hit the shot.
Because that's the funny thing I was trying to explain. As my mother-in-law was asking, she's like, I saw these things that were. She was watching TGL and seeing all that. Like, how do they do that? And I'm like, well, it's all this technology that goes into reading the golf ball and what's in there. So that's really
technology is pretty incredible. You know, what's interesting, people don't know, FlightScope was the very first radar launch monitor to come to market in 1989. So we were the first, and we've had over 20 some years of perfecting this and working on it. So it's incredible to see how it first started to where we are today.
And I think you go back to 89 and tour players and think about the technology they had in the clubs even. And now with where you are with technology and all these tour players are using this technology to maximize their game. And you guys package something that somebody can take to their home and maximize what they want to do with their game, just like a PGA Tour player does.
Correct. It's the best of both worlds. You know, for the golfer that is serious about game improvement, you have all the data there. Or if you know, a lot of people will buy launch monitors to have man caves or just places where they can go in and play golf when they can't get out to the course. So
that's what I need.
Again, exactly. Again, it comes with 8 courses, but we also have other third-party simulation offerings from Awesome Golf, from GS Pro, so you can tailor it to what you want to get out of your indoor experience.
That's really great. Now, can I hit one here? And
go for it.
Okay,
go for it.
This is a scary thought.
Yeah,
I don't know that we want to see this.
She said face the dot towards the screen.
Face the dot toward the golf ball. Pretty good shot. Now, you may notice on the screen here that we have a lot of red going on, and you might say, what is this red? We have this feature that's coming out in March called our Smart Data Margins. So currently, we have data margins in the app, and its current iteration, you would have to manually select one parameter for each shot and for each club, and you'd have to change it every time. It could get a little bit cumbersome. So in Smart Data Margins, it goes from based on your handicap from PGA Tour to 15 handicap plus, and it will give you ranges based on your handicap where you should be in these various data margins. So green means good, red means, you know, there might need to be a little bit of work on, but it helps the golfer based on your handicap to see where you were at in those data margins.
Am I reading this correctly? Did I just carry a 7-iron off the toe, 157 yards?
Yes, total was 161.
Nice.
Yeah.
A toey shot. 7-iron. But that's not my length.
But again, no, there was no stickers on the club face, and it gets you
some G440. I
know. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at that too.
But again, you know, no stickers on the club face, and you get accurate shot locations on the where you hit it on the club face. But yeah, we see a lot of innovation and coming from these smart data margins in the future. But this is just a way for golfers to get, you know, immediate feedback to see the areas of their game they need to work on, and just to see where they're at in relation to where their handicap is. You know, it's fun to set it up on the PGA Tour, LPGA Tour to see where you stack up against the pros. But at times that could get a little bit, you know, you can get a little down seeing how far you are.
I'm pretty happy with a toey 157.
Yes, awesome.
I'm just saying that every time somebody posts on social media that they think they could beat an LPGA player, I think all we just need to do is tell them to go get a FlightScope and just set their settings and be like, here's where you won't.
I'll tell this story. So we have Jody Shadoff on staff for us, and we were out filming at the Ritz-Carlton, and we set up a shot that says, Jody, how far do you hit your 3-wood? She said, I think I hit it like 230, 232. I said, okay, I'm going to place this over water. You hit the shot, and, you know, we're going to talk about, you know, the dynamics of hitting a 3-wood off the ground. One take, one shot, the ball ended this far from the pin and rolled to 5 feet. And I said, I need to show every single person, the average golfer that says they can beat an LPGA Tour player, that video. Because, I mean, it's next level.
People don't realize just how good they really are. And then if you get them under tournament conditions too, you have no chance.
No chance.
No chance. So,
but this is our PC version, and what's different about the PC versus iOS and iPad and Android, the PC allows you to choose which multiple screens that you want to showcase. So all the features in the app, you can have a trajectory view, a radar view, a face impact view. You could do a swing acceleration view that shows you, if the shafts are properly fit for you. So as a club fitter, as a teaching professional, you can really tailor it to your students' needs, which is really awesome.
Way better than when I pull it up on my iPad.
So the
iPad's nice because you can get the data instantly. This is where you can really dial that in.
The iPad, because of space limitations, you have to manually go to these different screens. But again, one of the big things that we're working on this year is we've listened to customer feedback on how we can improve the app to make it more user friendly, and we think this is a great first step into doing that for this year.
Most people that don't have your app, it is super user friendly, which is scary. To think that you're going to get even easier user friendly than that. The app is so easy to use. It's boom, 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 boom. I literally had it out on the range, and I had my son out there with us too, and he's 9 and he thinks all this technology is cool, and he's like, Dad, what's that? And so he's literally holding the iPad giving me the information that I wanted to get. So
but again, I always tell people you can customize the data to what you want to see. You can get as robust and as simplistic as you want depending on what type of golfer you are, which is really cool for us.
Let me ask you this question. I know we're sitting here talking about hitting shots. Let's say somebody wanted to work on their putting. Do you guys, does the device, does the Mevo Gen 2 allow you to work on your putting with it?
Yes, so we do putting with it. You can do it indoors and outdoors, with third-party simulation offerings indoors, and we have a dedicated putting feature in the app. What we recommend for putting, we recommend a long continuous mat that goes from the hitting area to the screen that allows for the unit to track the golf ball in its entirety. If there's any dips or valleys like here, if we tried putting in here, it wouldn't read. But we recommend that you don't use an RCT golf ball or any of the golf balls that have a dot on it for putting. Just use a standard golf ball and you'll be good to go.
So to the RCT golf balls, because I have some of those. They work with this very well.
Yes. RC, that's a really popular option to where, people don't want to put a dot on every single golf ball, every single time. It's just literally plop and play and hit. That simple.
Awesome.
All right. So thank you so much for this. Can you tell our viewers where they can find FlightScope?
Go to FlightScope.com for more information. And, if you're in the market for any type of range solution like our Range Gen 2, we're going to have a sign-up page for more information to come out over the next couple months. And, check out our Mevo Gen 2 and our other offerings. If you have any questions, our support team, sales team will be happy to help answer any questions that you have.
Make sure you're checking out FlightScope.
So, that was a fun time at the PGA Show. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you to FlightScope for taking the time to talk with us while you were there. And if you're looking for a rangefinder out there for something that is in a budget, it's a little more expensive, but you, like it said, you don't have to pay that subscription fee with it. And if you want to hit a Toei 7-iron 161 yards, then I was impressed by that.
I'll take the under. Oh, why am I muted? What did I do?
There's some kind of wind in the background.
We put you in timeout. It's all right.
Yeah.
You're in timeout. It's all right.
There's some background noise in what's going on there. Do you got a fan on or something?
No, it's the washer dryer going upstairs.
Okay, it's a little bit better now when you're talking. So, all right.
Yeah. Where do we want to start? You know what? Let's start Bay Hill.
Bay Hill? You're going right into Bay Hill.
Let's go right into Bay Hill.
All right.
Unless no. Let's. You know what? I think we should shank that and go to the Cognizant right now.
Okay, that's where I thought we would go first. Let's go. Let's talk about last week and nice segue there, by the way.
Oh, that was on purpose. Sorry, Dave.
I know it was. That's
Dave, I
take the high road here. I'm taking the high road.
Once again, one of these non-signature events that are out there comes along and has an exciting finish, an exciting week, has some names out there that we know and love, and you got to see some players that sometimes don't get a chance to shine sparkle this week. So
let's give a shout out first. Let's start with kudos to Nico Echeverria.
That's what I'm getting to. Is
he's been knocking on the door. He's been knocking on the door, and had a great week this week and played. Sometimes on Sunday you got to go win it, and he played to win it on Sunday. Took it deep, played a great round of golf, and tip your hat and say, Nico, great job. You deserve the win. Golf is hard though.
Yes, it is.
Golf is hard for the best players in the world.
I'm going to give a different take. I'm going to give a different take.
Stewing over here because
I'm going to give a different take
that he thought would win this thing
and had it locked up.
There was a point in time on Sunday where Nico was playing for second place, and he just so happened to backdoor that win because Shane Lowery pulled a Dave Rogers and couldn't hit a golf ball on 16 and 17.
A win is a win. A win is a win.
I'm not going to argue the win, and I think he played an outstanding round on Sunday, but that Sunday round was for second place. He had no clue
until 17
what Lowery did behind him. And the double there, and the fact that Lowery is the only person to basically hit a ball in the water that day is where was that during the Ryder Cup? That's all I want to know.
I love how much this bugs Dave. But I mean, this is a good point to this is whenever you're playing out there, when any of us are playing, when our kids are playing out there, this is a great lesson that you don't play for second place. You play because especially in this game,
you play to win the game.
Win the game. Herm Edwards.
Exactly. I set you guys up for that perfectly, so thank you. You play to win the game. You play.
Playoffs.
You keep playing. Even if you're making a par, you make that par. And I've done this. My dad has given me grief on the course, even when we're just playing out there, and I'm mad because I wasn't playing well. He's like, "You're not out of this yet. Keep playing." And you can get right back into it because you don't know what anyone else is going to do out there. And it's great words to live by. And this is a great example of that.
Now,
and also, it drove Dave nuts because, Dave, you jinxed yourself Sunday morning when you sent the text that Steve had to root for the field versus Shane Lowery. And he got his wish.
But, he pulled off a shot on the par 3 that just landed on the green by about a foot. And, that could have been disastrous. Lowery made a couple good runs there on those putts that, he left himself, myself in a Walmart parking lot between the hole and where his ball ended up there. So, Lowery, I think he said it best at the end. He was devastated. He wanted to win for his daughter. But yeah, golf is hard. And, those of us that are out there that are, 18 plus handicappers that are getting upset at themselves for missing a 6-foot putt. Look at what the pros do. Lowery hit shots that I hit, and they're mortal human beings just like everybody else.
You know what could have helped Shane Lowery? You know what could have helped Shane Lowery?
Bridgestone mindset.
Bridgestone mindset, and you can dial in your game with the Bridgestone Tour B featuring mindset. Visual cues to help you focus, commit, and roll it pure. Same tour level performance now with smarter way to lock in. Find your fit and play the Tour B mindset.
Get best golf ball in the game. It got better this year.
It did get better this year.
Technology.
But outside of the Lowery debacle, I thought the Cognizant is a great tournament. It's got some amazing golf holes that are out there. The Bear Trap, there as an ending.
It's always going to be the Honda to me. I'm sorry.
So, Greg,
I know.
Greg, let me ask you a question here. We can talk about. I want to talk about the Bear Trap. 15, 16, 17.
Mm-hmm.
What from the tournament tees? What would Dave shoot in the Bear Trap?
So it's 2 par 3s.
Yep.
That I think one of them he could par. So I'm going to give him par there. And then I actually think you should Shane shot on 16 and 17. I think he has the exact same. I think Shane shot the Dave in the bear trap. That's
okay. Fair. Over under.
Yeah, but I would probably
should do that. Over under on Dave and the bear trap versus Shane score on Sunday. I'm taking the over.
Oh, that would be a good one.
But if I go in the water, I'm at 10.
Yeah. So again, if he goes in the water, he's making 10, not double. So again, I'm taking the over.
Yeah, but I think he would play it safe there, and I still think he doubles it. But I think it's a tough hole. So I think it would be interesting. Okay. But this was, I gotta say, Shane played well. It's not like he lost it throughout Sunday. He played well until 2 holes. It was 2 holes.
2 holes
for him.
And he gave it a great run on 18. That bunker shot for Eagle on 18 looked good all the way until it, rolled past the hole.
I'm not gonna lie, my guy Hogarden I thought was gonna make a run on Sunday because he went.
I mean, he was low man on Sunday, so yeah,
he was. It was he had a rough start. He pulled the Scotty. Had a rough start on Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday he made the cut and played amazing.
Yeah,
with that.
I was listening to the Sirius broadcast because I was out working in the vineyard, and they said, as good as this run is from him, it's too early in the day to
100%.
Go out there and say, hey, this is what it's going to be.
He was too far back and made a good run up to the top, but the leaders hadn't really teed off at that point.
Hadn't really teed off yet. So
when he was making that run, so that you knew there was going to be people that were going to catch him and pass him again. So it was a good run. It got me a top 10 in our pick, so I was happy about that.
Speaking of top 10s, Brooks didn't play great in round 1, but pulled a Rory Scotty and backdoored his way into a top 10 this week.
Yeah,
Brooks is looking better every single week, and this is what I expected from him coming back. And I feel like over this year, he might get to a win. I think it would be later in the year.
Yep.
But there's always the PGA and the U.S. Open, which are his bread and butter. That if he's in good form by the PGA, I think he's got a chance.
I'm calling Brooks at Rocket Mortgage.
Rocket Mortgage seems to be your pick for that. So I would almost take a bet on that, because whenever you pick someone at Rocket Mortgage, that's what happens. So
yeah. All right, so let's jump to. We have 3 more things we need to talk about, and one of them is going to be longer, and so we're going to save that for last.
Yep.
Let's go to let's do a Bay Hill right now. Because it's one of our favorite events of the year.
It's one of the favorite events Dave and I used to go to all the time when we lived in Florida. We got some fun stories from there, and it's
very fun stories.
It's the event for golf in that area. I mean, I got a Bay Hill flag behind me over here, behind the camera, but
mine are.
Dave and I spent the first time we went to Bay Hill was 2008. Was that
2008? Yeah,
2008, and we got over 30 autographs. We had such a fun day out there on the practice round.
Yeah,
this is what makes these events fun: is you can get out there, you can talk to the players, you can get autographs, you can see which players are cool, which players don't want to deal with you in the time of day. We talked to so many different players. We got to see Yogi Berra tee off and play in a pro-am. That was a fun thing to do. Got to see Arnie back then, and it was just.
I think we saw Rascal Flats play too.
We saw that.
I was there, but I was not there when you guys were there when Rascal Flats. There was a time that I was there when the tree fell down behind the second hole, the par 3 there. I was there for that. But it was also the same year that Sergio made a shot out of a tree.
Yeah. I'm going to say, Bradley, and we'll just drink here. It's a course we've all played. it's one of the few courses on the PGA Tour all three of us have played, and so it's a good perspective from us coming into that. We'll get into odds on that a little bit later, but I really think there's some great holes on the back. But I think soon as you cross the road there and go 2, 3, 4, and then the downhill par 5 right there before you cross the lake, I think is a great stretch right there.
Hold on, you just really confused us because you only cross the road on the back 9.
Correct.
No, don't you cross the road after number 1?
No, number 9.
Oh, it's 10. Sorry, 10.
Number 10. So number 10,
10 to 11.
I'm confused because
the road. I was like,
6 is a par 5, 5 is a downhill par 4.
Is 6 okay? So it's a downhill par 4. Yeah.
It goes
the downhill par 4, and then the John Daly. I'm going to clear the water. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you know that the hardest hole on that golf course is the shortest par 4 on the golf course?
Really?
13.
And to be honest, yeah,
13.
no, because I would say, yeah, I'd agree with that almost, because it's deceiving in the sense that if you're going to be a long hitter, you're in the water, and then you got to hit to a green that's.
And no matter where that flag is, if you're not a tour player, you have to hit it left of that flag. I don't even. Yeah. That flag could be on the left-hand edge. You still got to hit it left of it.
That's a tough hole. That is a tough hole.
Yeah.
So that back 9, that stretch right there, when you get on that back 9, when you get to 11, 12, 13, it's an underrated stretch of golf holes.
Correct.
I think those are just some of the most fun golf holes.
14, because then you get to 15.
14's a fun par 3.
Correct. Uphill plays longer than it is. And then you get to 15 where they built that new tee box where you have to tee off over the road and the cops are there holding traffic, the tour players, although they don't play it that way in the tournament any other day of the year.
Yeah.
And then obviously everybody knows 16, 17, and 18. I still will say that it's sad not to see Arnold standing there on 18 on Sunday watching the players come in from over by the 16th tee.
That's one thing I think that we are very fortunate enough to have gone to this tournament, gone to this golf course, and Arnie has been there and been able to see how gracious of a host he is, that I am sad for the younger generation that they don't have that with Arnie.
Correct.
Yeah, it's just for a lot of people, it's just a name.
Yeah.
Yes.
And unfortunately, we're getting to that point.
Arnie was known for being cool. And you know what else is cool?
I'm not leading you into this.
The Nikon Cool Shot rangefinders. Don't forget to lock in your yardages with the Nikon Cool Shot rangefinders. Fast, accurate distances, slope technology, and crystal clear optics. So you can pick the right club with total confidence. Nikon Cool Shot. See it, shoot it, stick it.
Best rangefinder in the game, folks.
Correct.
Official rangefinder of the LPGA Tour and the Golfing Dads.
There was some news that broke I think it was last Wednesday right after our show. And Greg, you and I talked about it this morning. You had missed it.
Is this the Bryson?
It is the Bryson.
It is the Bryson.
So Bryson and LA Golf are no longer. And I find the timing to be very odd.
That is true. The timing is weird. I'm not surprised by it.
I had seen a report that he wanted an ownership stake.
He wanted 51%. He had an ownership stake. He already had
more, yeah. Like
he wanted 51%. He wanted controlling ownership stake.
Yeah, which is what I was getting at. Yes.
Which to me, Steve, I told you this earlier today, that I honestly think this is Bryson's way of wanting out of LA Golf.
Yeah.
I think this was his way of saying, hey, I don't think that you're going to get the clubs to where I want them, and I'm going to ask for 51%. So if you give it to me, then yes, I can tinker and do what I want. But if you don't, then I'm out. And I think this is his way of kind of finding an out with them.
Yeah.
You know what I think the interesting part for me is, and Greg, you talked about this earlier. Bryson has always complained about his equipment, regardless of who he's with. He's never been happy. Oh, the golf ball spins too much. Oh, Cobra, this driver's too spinny. This driver head's too spinny. Like, he had reasons to complain about every club, and it was never Bryson's fault.
Well, and it's really funny because when he talked about like the driver when he was with Cobra, he was using an older model because he liked that model better, which is fine because a lot of tour players do that. They use an older model sometimes. They'll move up with models as it comes up, but they like an older model. They might stick with that for a while. There was a time I remember at Bay Hill where TaylorMade, they were going to the white drivers, like the white
hots
on them.
The rocket.
And there was a few tour players that liked the line before that was a black driver head, and all the TaylorMade did was paint that old one white just so it looked like the new one because the tour players liked that. Yeah. So Bryson being so picky, he's never going to find happiness with a
I'm intrigued to see as they go to Hong Kong, and I sent you guys this today. I actually feel bad for some of the guys in the Live Tour that are stuck.
Not just the Live Tour. I feel bad for anyone that is stuck in the Middle East in any of those areas.
I'm intrigued to see what's in Bryson's bag this week.
I don't think there'll be a massive change this week. I think you'll still see some LA stuff in there.
I know this story. Should I share it?
Nah, let's save that for another time because we might bring that up in a different.
That may come up. There may be some. We're working on something there, so I'm going to leave that alone.
But yeah, it's Bryson. He's done. At this point, he may as well just buy himself the 3D printer to do his own styling of 3D printed irons.
Dave, you segued to what I wanted to say next perfectly. I think
what I'm here for.
Bryson, if he really wants to get to it, watch our interview a few weeks ago with Cobra Golf and what they've done with Ricky Fowler and with the 3D printing now, that they can actually 3D print irons specifically to the specs that these players want without having to create a mold and a forge that it needs to be mass produced for it. They can actually get really precise with them. And so him leaving Cobra, funny enough, I think Cobra's would be the best fit back for him because of the technology that they use right now. And I mean, if you're looking for a driver out there and you're looking for new clubs, look no further than Cobra Golf. Their new Optum driver with the 33 Future Fit technology dials in your game. And as Steve likes to say, it is the cheat code of drivers, where it fits every player perfectly with 33 different settings. You can find the setting that is right for you, and then you set it and forget it. And it has all those settings that the other brands have, but it has so many more to dial in your game. Check out cobragolf.com.
So I'm going to be intrigued because the putter shaft in Bryson's putter, that oversized putter shaft that he has with the oversized hosel, LA is the only one that can make that. So I'm going to be intrigued to see where he goes.
Well, and his iron shafts are LA Golf shafts. All of his shafts are LA Golf, and they're specifically made for him.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll leave that alone. So, but you know what? You know what needs to happen?
What needs to happen?
If you've got a child that wants to play golf, Dave, you got to slide that over on the road.
Yeah, well, it's in the other shot.
Future junior golfers started right with Upswing Golf and their full kids lineup of clubs designed for a proper fit, real performance, and serious fun. Upswing Golf, grow like a pro. Yes, unbelievable kids clubs. And you know what? Tune in next week. We may have something else coming for a junior golfer.
Yeah, that's going to be a fun announcement next week. That's
going to be
a fun announcement next week. We'll just make it
to use with your upswing clubs. So yeah, we got something coming here. All right, I'm going to start this, and I wasn't going to talk about this tonight, but I'm going to tease it. So I'm going someplace pretty awesome tomorrow, and I'm not going to tell anybody where I'm going. I was supposed to caddy the Bay Hill Pro-Am, but let me explain to you that this place I'm going tomorrow is that good, and that's why I'm not caddying the Bay Hill Pro-Am.
Hashtag humble brag.
Hashtag humble brag.
So here's the funny part about this. You're wearing a hat, and people are going to guess that that's where you're going to go play tomorrow, but that's not where it is.
But it's not.
That's not where I'm going. It's not where I'm going to play tomorrow.
There's nothing on screen that tells you where Steve is going tomorrow. No. But hopefully we'll have some pictures and stuff in a couple of weeks with that area. So be some fun stuff. So speaking of going to a golf course.
So that's what I wanted to get at. So if I come back from said establishment tomorrow and I, let's say, purchase a hat or a shirt from there and send it to the two of you,
we should not wear them.
Oh, we should wear them.
No.
Yes.
No. I am going to go with. So here's my stance on this. So this is our topic right now. We are talking about if you wear the shirt from a golf course that you have never played out there. And I am a believer of, hey, when you go and you play there and you get to play that course, that's saying that you got to play that course and you've been there or even visited that course. You don't necessarily have to play it, but if you've gone and at least visited that course and you bought it in that pro shop yourself, then I think that's fine. Or I will say, if a family member bought you that shirt, like if your dad got you that shirt, then that's maybe an addendum that I'd be okay with. Your friends,
Steve's family,
you asking your friend to go buy you a shirt from a course that you have never played. That I'm like, why
yeah, Bradley, but we've been there.
So
okay, I want to go down this road. I'm going to go down this road on purpose. Okay.
So I'm going to go down this question right here. I have
this question is the outlier.
No, I have the perfect answer for this. Because the logo that is right behind me, that is on the shirts I have when I went to the Masters, is not the logo from the golf course.
No, it is not.
I do not have a logo of that golf course.
It's the
I do not have
tournament
the ANC
logo.
The tournament logo is okay to wear.
So, okay, you've never been to the Players, but you're okay wearing a shirt from the Players Championship.
I don't have a shirt from the Players Championship.
I'm throwing it out there.
If I've been to the Players, like to watch it, then yes, I can wear a shirt from the Players.
But if you've never
TPC Sawgrass,
okay. So
but that's the Players tournament, not the TPC Sawgrass logo.
Augusta, to me, is the one place because everyone signs up for the lottery every year, and the tradition, unlike any other, of everyone getting their rejection email. I feel like Augusta is the one tournament that you can buy somebody something from and they can wear it.
Oh, any tournament. I think any tournament you can buy someone from.
But here's the thing with Augusta.
If you've never been to the Masters, if you've never been to the John Deere, you shouldn't wear a shirt from the John Deere. I'm just saying.
I mean, pretty much if you wear a shirt that's just from John Deere, it's pretty much a tournament shirt from John Deere.
Welcome to the Midwest. Here's the thing about the Masters, because you wear a shirt, a hat, something that says the Masters on it. The first question out of anybody's mouth that you meet, when did you go?
Have you been? Or have you been?
Have you been?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. And I feel whereas other tournaments, say you wore something from Oakmont.
Well, I think if you wear something from like Oakmont from the U.S. Open,
is different than just wearing something from Oakmont.
Exactly. If you're wearing something from Oakmont, the course, or something from Oakmont, the U.S. Open, that's two different things.
Right.
And the Masters shirts are the logo for the Masters, not for Augusta National.
Augusta National. It's a fine line because where do you draw the division line between courses that are accessible to, like, Pebble Beach is accessible to the general public.
Yep.
Oakmont really isn't.
Well, that's the thing. But if you happen to know someone and you don't get to play the course, but you go into the pro shop with a member and you get something there, you've been there. So like, correct. I get that. Like, hey, I've been there. I've got you. Dave, you and I collect flags. Yes. From golf courses. And my dad, anytime he goes to a course, he knows that. So he'll get me a flag from that course. Now, most of them I have played.
Yes.
So that's where it is.
Think, and I think looking at mine, I only have one flag hanging here, and you bought it for me. That of course, well, two, because I have a Ryder Cup flag. Two that I did not play, the Ryder Cup being one, and you got me one from number 8 at
Pinehurst. Okay. Which and that's a flag, but you're not wearing a number 8 shirt.
I'm not wearing a number 8 shirt.
Like, right. I think having the memorabilia, I think wearing the shirt is kind of that symbol, like that you got to play that course, that you got to have fun there, and that's what it should be. I don't want to wear a shirt of a course that I've never played.
Right. I don't. Now, I think Augusta's the one outlier.
So let's talk about that, because you know what? Bay Hill is this week. I think the merchandise for Bay Hill is pretty much the same.
I think the majors hold a certain exception of it's a major. So if you have the logo from the major, but I also feel like you kind of need to go in order to check that off the list.
I think that, yeah. And I know with the majors, the one thing the Masters is everyone goes there. And to be honest, when you go, and we all did this.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
When you go to the Masters, you ask everyone you know, do you want me to get you anything?
Correct.
Right.
And I have gotten people things, and I think they should wear those, because that's a little bit different, because it's tough to get those tickets. So I think that's why I think like tournaments are the outlier. I think for any tournament, if I have a polo from it that I maybe haven't been to that tournament, I think that's okay.
I don't know. I'm still 50-50 on that one.
All right. So our final tally here is that Dave thinks, yes, you can wear them. I think that the course itself, no. Tournaments, yes. Steve is no across the board if you haven't been there.
Except for Augusta. I'll give Augusta a pass.
Augusta gets why do you give Augusta a pass?
Again, because it took me 47 years to get there.
Okay.
Like,
and you still haven't gotten there on your own.
Still haven't. No, I'm going this year. I'll be there in a month.
Check one for Dave.
I'll be there in a month.
How many people have this envelope in this group?
Not this guy. Not this guy. All right.
Well, we all have
if
that.
You're going to if you're going to a golf tournament, you know what you need?
What do you need, Steve?
You need to make sure you're protected, so you need to take jacket sunscreen with you. Don't let the sun wreck your round. Protect your skin with jacket sunscreen. Lightweight, non-greasy, and built for the long days on the course. Stay protected, stay focused, and keep your game looking good.
Here's one thing I will say about wearing apparel that is not from a golf course. If you don't have the apparel to wear, you know what you should wear?
Yes.
Golfish.
Yes,
apparel is more comfortable than anything I have ever gotten from a golf course. It is the best on-course apparel. It is the best off-course apparel. Make sure you are checking out golfish.com for all of your apparel needs. And they got some new stuff coming this year. They got some shorts coming. They got pants coming this year. It's going to be an exciting year for Golfish, so make sure you're checking them out, because they are some of the best brands in the business.
I may get a new unboxing with Golfish this week for another member of this family.
Oh, you like that?
All right.
We'll get to our picks.
All right, let's do the picks. Close it out here, folks.
Coming into Bay Hill, like we've talked about, this is one of our favorite events of the year.
Bitter that he's not picking first.
I am so bitter that I'm not picking first. But I think my pick for it will make up for it.
Not
coming
your pick,
in,
though.
What's that?
Not your pick till last.
I know, but I think my pick. I think I'm good. We've been there. We've played it. We've walked it. Steve, you've caddied it. It's just one of those events that if there's a accessible golf tournament bucket list that you want to go to, not just because it is in Central Florida and you can visit various other things in Central Florida. Bay Hill is one of those that you go to. I put it right there in the top 5 of accessible tournaments with Hilton Head of tournaments that you need to go to and just check off your bucket list. That being said, the no surprise odds here, Scotty at just over 3-1, Rory we're well aware, Steve. Thank you for chiming in. Rory at 10-1, Tommy Fleetwood 18.5, Xander 20.5. I think that's high, or actually low because that's just me. Matt Fitzpatrick 22.50, Morikawa at 27, Siwoo 29, Cam Young at 31, Henley at 33, Hideki 35, Cantley at 38, our boy Chris Gotterup at 45, and my favorite Irishman, Shane Lowery at 47.
All right. Well, I'm glad he's still your favorite Irishman because Shane, we do feel bad for you this week, but it's golf. We know you'll bounce back and have another great tournament coming up here. So, all right, Steve, you have obviously made your pick and you have picked Scotty.
Yep.
Yes.
So we're locking that in. My pick is going to make his second PGA Tour win ever.
Tommy Fleetwood.
Tommy Fleetwood.
Oh,
Tommy Fleetwood.
I thought we had a Jacob Bridgman take there.
No, I thought about that, but Tommy Fleetwood. Was I right, Dave?
Yeah, I had 2 options that you were going to take. 2 options there.
Was that the one you
wanted? Huh?
Was that the
no,
one
that was my second choice. I thought you were going Morikawa.
No. I think this is Tommy Fleetwood got the monkey off his back at in Atlanta last year, and I think this is going to be the second one that he gets because it's a field just like that, and of course they can play very similar. So that's why I'm going with Tommy Fleetwood. Oh, he's changing it up now.
There's Schumer's pick.
There comes a point in time in everybody's life where you need to will somebody to a win.
Oh, boy.
Rory already got a win this year, and he's still on the board for you.
Yeah.
And I feel the will.
Chris Gotterup's got 2 this year.
Of Ricky Fowler.
Oh
boy.
Ricky Fowler to win.
Wow.
Is coming back into play right now.
Hold on. Let's just. Ricky Fowler to win at Bay Hill. If that's not
Ricky
the hot
Fowler
takes of all hot takes.
Wow.
To win at Bay Hill.
I think we just need to close the show at that because I'm gonna.
He is coming in at 49-1. I think his game from TGL has been playing very well. This is a course he knows well. I know Rory is on the board. There's a lot of people on the board way ahead of him.
Here's what I'm gonna make a proposal here for you, Dave. And Steve, you got to second this. With this being such a crazy pick, and Dave going back to his bread and butter from like season 1 in picks, I'm going to offer this up. If Ricky Fowler, wins Bay Hill, Dave gets first pick for the Masters.
No,
duck race.
Duck race.
No nothing.
No, we duck race it.
No, I'm
No.
saying, but if Ricky Fowler wins,
I'll
no, all right.
I'm in. I would agree to that. I'd agree to that.
So
I'm taking Ricky. I'm going out on a limb. It's a big limb, really big limb. But as long as there's no wind and nothing else, we might be okay.
And
Or
one of our
6-inch
favorite stories
rough.
from walking around Bay Hill involves Ricky Fowler being such a nice guy. So I think that's a good pick this week. So all right, kudos to that. All right, with
that it is, Bradley. That it is.
All right. Well, I gotta say he has been playing better this year, and I'm waiting for him to crack that win column again. I think he will.
I'm willing the win. I'm willing it. Willing Ricky into the Masters right now.
We have willed wins before for a lot of people, and I think that this is another one that could happen. So, but I think Tommy Fleetwood's getting his second win on tour.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, cheers everybody. Enjoy Bay Hill this week. It is such a fun tournament that we all love and enjoy, and we all love going to. And if you get the chance, get out there.
If you're out there this weekend, I'll be there Saturday
Cheers.
and Sunday. Stop me and say hi. Deuces.
Cheers.
Ask him for an autograph.
Yes, please.